Hello my dear students. Today in this video let us discuss about filling in the blanks with a suitable form of answer. And this is a separate section under part A. There will be 5 questions wherein we have to fill in the blanks with a suitable form of answer. And there will be 5 questions and each question carries 1 mark. Totally there will be 5 marks questions. Okay, and we are answering these questions which come from chapter number 2, that is consumer behavior in second year PUC economics. Okay, let's see the first one. Want satisfying capacity of a commodity is called. So, what you have to use? So, any commodity for that matter which is consumed by a consumer has got the power of satisfying human want. So, want satisfying power or a capacity of a commodity is called utility. Please write the answer. Utility. What is utility? Utility is nothing but want satisfying power of a commodity. A commodity, any commodity that is consumed by a consumer will have this power or capacity to satisfy human want. So the answer is want satisfying capacity of a commodity is called utility. You should write, right? Okay. Coming to the second one, two indifference curves never dash each other. You just see, this is one indifference curve, IC1 say, and this is IC2. There are two indifference curves, and these two indifference curves intersect. If they intersect, both the indifference curves yield the same level of satisfaction. That doesn't happen in the real world. And we know higher indifference curve yields higher level of satisfaction and lower indifference curve yields lower level of satisfaction. You know. And that is why we say two indifference curves, IC1, IC2. Here IC2 is greater than IC1. If they intersect each other, they yield the same level of satisfaction, which is unreal. So what you have to write? Two indifference curves never intersect. Never intersect each other. They do not. If they intersect, what happens? That I have explained. Right? You have to write this. Intersect. They never intersect each other. Coming to the third one, as income increases, the demand curve for normal goods shifts towards. If the income increases, see, you know that there is direct relationship between income and demand. If the income rises, demand also rises. If the income falls, demand is reduced. That happens in case of normal goods. That doesn't happen in case of inferior goods. Please understand, as income increases, the demand curve for normal goods shifts. See, this is the demand curve. If the income increases, the demand curve shifts rightwards. So this is D dash and this is the original initial DD. DD is the initial demand curve. If there is increase in income, the demand increases. The demand for normal good increases, and so the demand curve shifts rightward. If there is decrease in income, the demand curve shifts leftward. So D2. This is the initial demand curve. If there is increase in income, the demand curve shifts rightwards. If there is fall in income, the demand curve shifts leftwards. Please understand. So that's about this. Next, coming to the fourth one. The demand for a good moves in dash direction of its price. You know the law of demand? The law of demand tells you that there is inverse relationship between price and demand. What is inverse relationship? That they move in opposite directions. When the price rises, demand falls. When the price falls, demand rises. Both these variables move in opposite direction. So that is called inverse relationship. So the answer for this, the demand for a good moves in opposite direction of its price. Please understand. And the last one, method of adding two demand curves is called summation. You are adding it. It is called summation. You take this example here. When there are two demand equations, D1 is say 40 minus 2p, and another one D2 is there, it is 10 minus 1p. What you will get? The market demand curve. That is, method of adding two demand curves is called summation. So we will get market demand curve. So just see 40 plus 10, 50 minus 3p. So market demand is equal to 50 minus 3p. We have added both these two demand curves. So we call it summation. You add them. So this is how we have to fill in the blanks with a suitable answer. To answer all these things, whether it may be multiple choice questions or one mark questions or fill in the blank, you should know the complete picture of the whole chapter. If you know the whole chapter, that is consumer behavior, you can very well answer any section which comes under part A, right? So this is very, very easy. You can take, it is very easy to take 5 marks from multiple choice questions, 5 marks from fill in the blanks, 5 marks match the following, 5 marks from 1 mark questions, and then there will be 20 marks, 2 marks questions which are asked under part B, 2 marks question. 10 questions will be asked. Each question carries 2 marks, so 20 marks. Very easy. And the last project oriented questions, 10 marks. So even without going for 4 marks or 6 marks questions, lengthy questions, you can take 48 marks easily answering these small, tiny questions. Okay, thank you. Meet you in the next video.